Hi guys, I'm Alicia and today I'm going to be showing you how to make this beaded ring. It's pretty simple, so if you're a beginner and you haven't made a lot of jewelry, you can probably figure out how to make this. To make this, I'm using 3 feet of monofilament fishing line, and I'm going to be using a 7mm or 8mm, this one's 8, and 5 or 6mm round beads also. I've used bicones in this, so you can try bicones if you want. And these here are 3mm round beads, and I am using 2 6/0 seed beads. So let's get started. To start with, I'm going to pick up a green bead, a seed bead. I'm using 11 seed beads, and then a blue bead. And then another seed bead. And then I'm going to pick up a green bead. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. So now it should look like this. And I'm going to crisscross my strings to this 7mm bead. Just like that. Put your 2 ends together, make sure they're the same, and pull it on down. And it should look like that. And I'm going to pick up 2 greens, 1 on each string, slide them down, pick up a silver seed bead, another silver seed bead, slide them down. I'm picking up my blue glass bead here, crisscrossing the strings. Then I'm pulling them down, just like that. Now it should look like this. This is the base of our ring. And I'm going to take 1 string, doesn't matter which. I'm going to do the right. And I'm going to go through a seed bead and exit out one of the green beads. And I'm going to pick up a 6/0 seed bead, and I'm filling in this space right here. Going through the green bead and the seed bead, and then I'm going to exit out this blue bead. I'm going to go to the other side and do the same thing. I'm going to go through the seed bead, and the green bead, pick up your 6/0, go through the green again, and the silver, and then you have to also go through the blue bead at the end. So pull your strings tight. Now it should look like this. This is our base. And now we're going to use our left and right string at the same time, picking up 2 seed beads. I'm using 11 seed beads, and I'm crossing through the silver one. So I have 2 seed beads on each string, and then I'm crossing through a 5th one. So I actually have a total of 5 there. And now it looks like this, and this is going to be going on the inside like that. So I'm going to be picking up 3 seed beads. I'm doing the white, and I'm going to be pinching this just like this, and I'm sewing through the 6/0 seed bead, and make sure that it lays on top just like this. Picking up 3 seed beads again on my left side, pinching my piece, and I'm going to go through this 6/0 seed bead. So now it should look like this. Looks like an X. And now I'm going to do the other side. I'm picking up my right string. I'm going to pick up 3 seed beads again. And I'm going to take my left string and do the same. 3 again. I'm going to cross through my 11-0 seed bead, my silver one, and it should look like this. And now I'm going to pick up my rest of my seed beads, and I'm going to zoom in a little bit. And I'm going to fill in the space. Picking up 2. Going through my bead here. And I'm going to get my other string and do the same. And I'm going this direction. So now it should look just like this. And in this ring, I actually have hex cut seed beads, and I actually had to use less. Like right here, I picked up 1 on both strings, and then I crossed through a seed bead, and then I picked up 2. And I did that because these ones, hex cut, are longer, and these are shorter, so you could play around to see what it looks like with what type of seed bead you're using. So now I'm going to work on the band, and I separated the beads already into a pile that I'll be needing. Okay, and for the band, I'm going to pick up a white on my left and right, and then a silver on my left and right, and then a white left and right, and then I'm going to cross through a silver. You can use all the same color if you want, but I'm doing 2 different colors so you could see the beads that I crossed through. Like, I'm not crossing through any white beads at all. I'm only crossing through the silver. Plus, I like the 2 different colors. So again, pick up white, silver, white on left and right string, and cross through silver. And the band is starting to work up. So keep going. White, silver, white, white, silver, white, cross through silver, just like this. I'm going to do it one more time for you, and then I'll stop the video and I'll finish it out so it doesn't take as long, and I'll show you how to connect it to the other side. So white, silver, white on both strings, and then we're going to cross through white, and it should look like this. And I'm going to go ahead and go further on, but you can actually, if you want, you can stop when you get to a certain point, and if you wrap it around your finger and it fits, you can stop then. You don't have to do this weave that I'm using. I'm actually doing a, it's like lattice to me, it looks like weave. So I'm going to go ahead and continue. Alright, so I went ahead and I did more of my band, and I'm going to show you how to connect it to the other side. And what I have is just my white, silver, white on both strings. I didn't cross through the next seed bead. What I'm going to do is flip it just like this. And I'm going to take my left and right string and I'm going to crisscross them through my blue bead over here on the other side, my side bead. Just like this. Pull the ends and it should close up the tube ring. Now, it's closed up, but what I wanted to show you is you can go ahead and tie a knot if you want and leave it like this, but I'm going to do more to the band. So if you're going to do it the way I'm going to do it, when you put it on your finger, you should have lots of room in there, actually. See? Lots of room. And tighten it up. Now, we have lots of room because when I go to add more seed beads, it's going to get tighter and smaller. So it gets like 2 sizes smaller when I go to fill the rest. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how I do the rest. We need to move our string. I'm going to go back through the white and silver seed bead on my right string, and on my left I'm going to do the same. Back through the white and the silver, pull it, and it should look like this. And now we're going to fill in these little gaps here. So I'm going to pull my other string out of the way, and I'm going to pick up 2 seed beads, and I'm going to pinch my band here. See this circle? And I'm going through it right here. And I'm going to be filling up this side. You don't have to do this like I said, but it really does make the ring stronger. So every time you add 2 beads, you need to pull it to make sure it's tight. Just like that. We're going through only the silver beads. So I'm going to pick up 2 more. I'm going to go through the next one. So this entire ring, we're only crossing through silver beads. We're not crossing through any of the white seed beads. Only the silver seed beads. And now I'm going to go ahead and do the other side. 2 seed beads. Pick the side. Pinch your side, I mean. And poke it through. Pull it. 2 more. Go through this silver. I'm going to do 1 more, then I'm going to... Oh boy. Okay. So that's what the band is starting to look like. So I'm going to keep on going till I get to the other side, and when I get to this side, I'm going to show you how to tie a knot. So keep on going, keep on doing this. 2 seed beads. Alright, so I did my sides and I filled it in, 2 seed beads each, going through the silver beads, and it's really round. See that? Usually when you do a band, and if you don't fill in gaps like that, it doesn't stay round. It's all misshapen and stuff. But doing that makes it stay round. So even when I move it around, it keeps its shape. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to finish up. So this is where I'm at. I'm exiting out of the last silver seed bead. And I'm going to pick up 2 more seed beads. And I'm going to go through this silver seed bead right here. Sometimes it's tough. Okay, I only got through the silver one, so I'm going to go through the white. Okay, so go through the white, the silver, and the white, and you should be exiting out of the very first white seed bead, and then we're going to go through the blue. Just like that. And the same on the other side. I have to fill in that little gap. 2 seed beads. I'm gonna lift up that silver one. Go through the silver and the white. Pull it out. Just like that. Pull your strings tight. Tighten up your ring. And now it looks like this. And it fits. Now if you put yours on, it doesn't fit your finger, then you're going to have to take it apart and you might have to add more on the step where I just first started doing the rings to make it. It's a very comfortable ring. I love it. Here's the other one. Okay, let's tie a knot. So my strings are actually touching each other now because one is only going through the C bead and one's exiting out of the blue bead. So I'm just going to go ahead and tie an overhand knot. Right over left. Pull it down. And then I'm going to pick up both my strings and do it again. But I'm actually doing a surgeon's knot, so I wrap it around twice. And I pull it down. Pull it nice and tight. Okay, so I'm going to take one of my strings, doesn't matter which, and I'm going to pass it back through this large bead here and pull it, and it should pop my knot into there. And see, my knot just disappeared. It's in the bead. So now I'm going to go down the side here. I'm going to go through maybe one seed bead. And I'm going to do a little half hitch knot. I'm going underneath. And I'm going to go through my loop 2 times. Pop my string into place so my knot lands there. Pull it down. Pull it tight. Then I'm going to go through my green bead and my knot should pop right into that green bead. And I'm going to try to exit out that 6-knot seed bead. If I can get through it. Okay. So pull it and your knot should pop into that bead. Then I'm going to go through here. And I'll tie another knot. Half hitch knot. So make your loop. Get your knot where it's supposed to be. Mine's going to be between a green bead and the 6-aught seed bead. Make your loop. Go through it 1 time. 2 times. Make sure that your knot's going to end up where you want it to. And pull it on down. Then I'm going to go through my green bead. And my silver bead. And I'll cut my string here, and I'm going to do the same knotting on the other side. But since you already saw that, you won't have to see that. So I hope you like this ring. It's very comfortable and nice, and it's durable because I went through the band twice. And I did lots of reinforcing here, and I'm doing like 3 knots on each side. So when you exit out your silver bead here, cut the string, and it shouldn't poke your finger. And thank you for watching, and please subscribe.